back, or welcome if you're a newcomer. Hi, hello, my name is Naomi, and I am super excited to get into another one of these videos. Today we're going to be doing another unique vintage unboxing. I am a full-time cleaner, so I don't get the opportunity to wear a lot of really nice clothes very often anymore, so I have become a lot more picky of the unique vintage dress of the month, just so you know where my perspective is. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a couple little things about unique vintage dress of the month. If you don't know what it is, if you do, go ahead and skip a couple minutes and we'll get right into the haul itself. But yes, so unique vintage is a subscription dress that is once a month, as the title suggests. Unique vintage is a plus size ranging vintage recreation company. So they do modern to like 1920s recreation clothing, where it is kind of based off of vintage but not completely. They do, like I said, modern stuff as well, so they do have some stuff that would fit modernly with fashion, especially in their Halloween collections, and they've got stuff that ranges kind of between 60s, 70s, 80s grunge to all the way to the 20s. So my style kind of is right around, I like to say, gothic Victorian to the 70s grunge-ish era, and I really like mid 1940s to 50s fashion as well, where I like my swing skirts. So it's interesting what mix of items we get with the subscription dress. Size wise, I get a 2. When you sign up for the subscription, you order your size based off of the size chart and just purchase it once, and it recharges that card in particular, which you can change later on. But I go with a 2. On their size chart, my measurements are always listed down below, because since I am a plus size gal, and you can kind of get an idea of what size I am comparatively to you, so you can get a better idea size range if that's why you're watching this video. So currently my bust is a 45, my waist is a 37, and my hips are a 56. So quite a difference there. So I just go with a 2 to keep it safe in case it is a tighter fit fabric, may not be a swing skirt, you know, anything along those routes. Since I normally would go with a 1, since they do tend to be a little larger in size, Unique Vintage does, than other companies where I would normally be a 2. My bust is usually a 1, and my hips are usually 2 to a 3. Depending on, again, the fabric type and the stretch of the fabric. So a 2 is pretty safe for me, although bust-wise, the last couple dresses that I've gotten and kept, I feel like I could have sized down to a 1. So I'll throw that out there. So if you're on the edge of a 1 to a 2, I would size down to a 1 personally, based off of my experience, since I usually am a 1 up top and a 2 on the bottom, especially when it comes to like torrid. I have completely switched to only buying a 1 for my top, or 1 dress at this point in time, since I am losing a little bit of weight, but my full measurements have not changed. I'm squishy, so I can fit into other sizes, and you know, it depends on the fit of the garment. So the dress itself is $50, and it's $7 for shipping, so it's $57 monthly. I feel like it's generally worth it if you like the dress, since the dresses do usually range from $80 to like $150, depending on the dress they send you. So in my opinion, I do feel like the price is worth it and can be, with the caveat of you liking the dress, as I said. Obviously, it's a subscription service. It's a surprise. If you're a very picky person when it comes to your clothes, you may not like it. At this point in time, I am kind of pickier, especially since, again, I don't work in an office anymore. I don't get the opportunity to wear a lot of nice clothing very often. So when I do get the opportunity for clothes, I want it to be specifically more my style. So I think I've only kept like 1 dress so far out of the year. And again, we are on month 7, so yeah. This is July. So far, all of the dresses, I believe, have had pockets. So that is something that I do expect for the rest of the year. I hope they are making that change to only putting dresses up that have pockets, because why wouldn't they? Unique Vintage is pretty good with having dresses that are pocketed. I know the dress that I included in last month's haul, it was an extra dress I just threw in because I bought a dress from Unique Vintage. That was a wrap dress. That one did not have pockets. But again, wrap dresses are hard to find that do have pockets. It's just something that a lot of companies don't think about when it comes to pockets in general. But Unique Vintage is pretty good with having pockets in most of their dresses, which are good. It's like a 50-50 with their dresses and skirts and pants. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm not sure what creates that decision. I feel like 100% should. And just, you know, alter the pattern or so on. Well, let's go ahead and jump in here. Oh, and I usually do try on the dresses with a petticoat and without, if it is the appropriate garment type, if that makes sense. I'm having a blank. You know what I mean? Like a straight dress that would be like a wiggle dress versus a silhouette, the proper silhouette of the dress. So let's go ahead and jump in here. When I did grab it, I did already take it out of its plastic bag, so I did save us from getting the plastic misplaced that way. So my very surprised face seeing this dress for the very first time. I actually don't mind this dress at all. It is obviously more of a red compared to my shirt, which is a true maroon, or my lipstick, which is a dark red. But it is more of a maroon than a traditional red color. So I do like, it's like a fall color, which I really like. And these flowers are they really remind me of fall. I usually wouldn't gravitate to floral, but I don't mind the print at all. I honestly wasn't 100% thrilled with the silhouette when I saw it online, but I feel like it looks a lot better on my body. And I feel like it does look a lot better on somebody. Like once it was on me, I felt better about it. This dress does come with a belt, which is nice. Most of the dresses do come with a belt. I don't know how I feel about that. So if you have a lot of clothes in your closet like I do, you'll end up with a bunch of belts that are just a bunch of different patterns. I feel like just having, you know, a plain brown, black, and maybe a white belt is just suitable enough. And then maybe like a different type of belt, like maybe one's more of a wrap belt, you know, that kind of thing, versus having a bunch that are just different pattern. I mean, it depends on you. That's just me personally. And again, I'm sorry, I'm just a little stuffed up today. But I do like that they do usually include a matching belt, which is nice. This belt, the little adjuster to hold the excess belt that does not fit your waist is held here. I like my belts to be tighter since I don't wear them around my hips. I wear them around my waist. You, I guess, could wear it around your hips, but the silhouette of this dress wouldn't quite be appropriate. So I would probably snip this little black thing holding this here in order to pull it further on the belt so that I can hold down the excess belt where it's not just kind of flipping out in the wind. I'm glad that it at least has this part, since some belts don't. I don't know if that's a thing Unique Vintage does. I'm just pointing that out, that I like that it does have this little bit to hold the belt down, since I know some other companies don't think of that. But yes, another thing about the dress that I didn't think I was gonna like is the sleeves. It's not your traditional just like cap sleeve. It kind of bells out here. It's kind of like one section here and one section here, kind of like a flower, which I didn't think I was gonna like, since I do have a hard time with sleeves being tight on my arms, since I do have wider arms as a plus size girl. But I felt like this actually complemented my arm, and because it's two separate parts, it's not as tight on your arm. There's more looseness to it, more freedom. They kind of move in different directions. So it kind of works together to make it not be tight on the arm at all, which I like. Another part is this tie here at your bust. I'm not a big fan of like bows and stuff around my neck, so I may just snip this part completely if I do continue wearing it. I do like that there is also a hook with the zipper. There's a back zipper in this one, so that you can secure it and it won't go down on you. But this is a pretty secure zipper. I don't think it would go down on you without it. Again, this is like a light, crepey, flowy fabric over a heavier drape type stretch lining, kind of like your typical lining. It's not too heavy that I think it would be a good summer dress depending on the climate that you're in, but I also feel like it could be a good transitional piece from summer to fall. For me, this would be kind of like just an everyday piece that would be spring to the beginning of fall, because I live in the north and you have to have two different wardrobes essentially to live in the north. This is not something I could wear past probably mid-October, depending on how cold October usually gets. Usually between October and November is when it starts snowing, give or take, with global warming. So at that point you absolutely have to layer and have long sleeves. But yes, I do actually, the silhouette has grown on me. I do like that it is more of a V neck. Again, tying this kind of gives you a little bit more modesty. I quite honestly am fine with showing my bust off, clearly. So again, cutting this would probably allow me to have more of a bust, but the last couple dresses we've gotten, I do believe, have been kind of higher necked. So it's nice to have something that's a little bit more busty as well. I think if the combination of the capped sleeves and it being like a higher neck dress, I think would have completely turned me off from this dress. I think that's kind of one of its redeeming features. Again, with it being kind of lighter but also a faller pattern, does attract me more to the dress. I think if it was of a different pattern, a more summer, I don't think I would have liked it, since I do tend to lean more into the gothic aesthetic of vintage. So I don't think I would have liked it at all if it was a different pattern. But I do like it. I do wish that there was less floral on it, but I think it is clearly doable. And it has pockets, which I fucking love. Can't go wrong with pockets. So clearly I tried this bad boy on. I do feel like I could have sized down to a 1. It does fit. I think the belt definitely helps. But I think I did pull it back to kind of show you how I wish it fit a little bit more in the waist. I do have a smaller waist, so I kind of like things to fit a little tighter there to kind of show off my figure, since I am kind of more of a pear shape. I do like things to fit tighter from the bust to the waist and then flare out the hips to give more of that dramatic effect. It's just my personal fit that I prefer. But I do feel like the dress still flatters it. Again, I did try it on with and without a petticoat, and I fucking love that it has pockets. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about the dress that I should mention for this video. I think I'm just gonna kind of wrap it up. I do like that it's a nice and flowy dress. Yeah, I'd recommend this one. I think I probably will keep this one. I'm not returning it at this point since I've already tried it on. The last 2 dresses I think I did return though, they just weren't my style. But if I do decide down the road that I don't like the dress, I will list it on Poshmark and include the listing down below. So if you're too and you're interested, feel free to check out my description. It might be linked down below. If not, and you still are interested in purchasing this dress, I will link the listing of the dress itself on their website down below as well. So if you're a different size than me, or if you're just straight up interested in the dress, period, it's going to be linked down below. I do usually link the plus size listing. If I do have viewers that aren't plus size, please comment down below and let me know if you'd like me to start including the links for the straight size. Again, you can just kind of copy the name once you're on the website and just search it in Unique Vintage and it'll come up with the straight size. And occasionally they will actually put a link for other sizes, but half the time I'll look at a straight size item wondering if they have the plus size item as well, and they don't include the like tab for also available in plus size or other sizes. So usually I'll have to like go and then search for the plus size item as well, so I just include the straight plus size, just the plus size listing down below. But if you want me to include the straight size as well, please let me know. Also, if you have any suggestions for any other videos you want to see, any more content. Again, I am trying to save up for a house, so I'm trying to spend as little money as possible while dealing with my clothing addiction that I still have. You know, anything on the road. I'm always looking for other suggestions for content. I love y'all so much. You have a wonderful spooky evening. Bye!